conference. We'll just be here standing by.
From here in the room and through our phone bridge, but before we kick that off.
The mission continues to perform well overall, and the crew is in great spirits. Currently, the crew is more than 100,000 miles from the Earth and about 150,000 miles to go away from the moon. Victor said that we call amazing things that humans do moonshots for a reason. And indeed, this is literally and symbolically our moonshot that we're in the middle of. It's great to get some very clear video and images of the crew yesterday, and the crew configured their cameras aboard Integrity, and we have some of the latest images to share with you.
If you might or may not know that we have iPhones on board for the crew members, and they're able, not only the Nikon D5s and the Z9s that we have on board that we preloaded already, they were able to also take some iPhones as well. That's what Lakeisha's referring to. And so they'll get some great images from all those cameras.
Or questions we have, okay. We'll jump right over here.
Every one of them are going to be taking pictures, and I'm sure once we get, are able to downlink all of the pictures, I think you will see a suite of pictures from all of the crew members.
Questions we have for today. Thank you so much for joining. We'll see all of you.
We also continued some OpCom passes, so the optical comm antenna that we have on board to downlink high-rate images. We were able to do that overnight. This morning when the crew woke up, they had their normal planning conferences, and then they were able to do their family conferences, so they were to talk to their family. So it matters because, the whole point is to go back to the moon. The whole point of this mission is a campaign to get back to the moon. And the being able to see with human eyes the lunar surface is a huge milestone, right? And that just articulates the point, that we're going back to the moon, we're gonna stay there, right? And so this is the first step towards that. We'll obviously build upon that. We'll get eyes on the moon, kind of map it out, and then continue to go back and in force. And I'll hand it over to Howard to talk any specifics on the Orion systems.
We're building a transportation system, and to have a reliable and robust transportation system, you need to test flight the transportation system. And I think that's really important. We've demonstrated on Artemis I with uncrewed capability. We've added a very important aspect of it, which is the crewed capability, and that crewed capability enables us to really understand how, when we have people in the cabin, how the systems operate and adjustments we need to make. You hear a lot of these kinds of things that over the loop, minor adjustments we need to do. Certainly engineering expertise and the design we put in has a certain understanding, but until you put people in the mix and you operate it and really understand what you need to do to operate in this kind of environment, you don't get that until you're in that environment. So I think that's really important.
Yeah, part of what we're doing is the technical aspects and what we are learning from taking ourselves around the moon. The other part, obviously, is what you talked about, which is capturing the imagination of people, right? And we have far more engagement than we had hoped to have, and we hope that it will increase as we continue to take further and further steps into this mission.
Okay, we'll take our next question here in the front, and then Eric next.